Go. Okay.
Up. There we go.
Alright, there might be delay.
Yeah.
So these runners are probably going to have a few different options in their routing. So Nine-Run Warp gives a lot of different options for like routing in your checks. So first off, we got Blue Rupee. And I got a
Skeleton.
Skull
Token. Oh.
Grudo's letter, which is useless in Nine-Run Warp, I might add. Because you can just clip through Zora's Fountain.
Yeah.
And
So nothing really good. You need Midas House or Hikori's sword.
So just to be clear, are Skulltulas randomized in this tourney? Or is it a token sanity? Or is it something else?
Looks like it seems to be a token sanity.
Oh, this is actually my forte when I do my match. Token sanity.
Oh.
So yeah, all they got is rupees so far in the term of useful items. So generally, looks like a big bag of nothing.
Yeah. We'll see if they collect some rupees to get some sticks and head out, or just go straight out of the forest.
Looks like, oh yeah, this is a shop. I don't recognize the setting. So it looks like, Dotzo is messing up his routing a little bit, because he needs to farm rupees now. Or, actually, no. Because he does need to buy a Deku Shield ASAP, ideally for routing, in case he does find bombs or bomb shoes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it looks like he is going through South Hyrule. And MikeKatz, it looked like he took the extra time to get the Deku Shield, which is good. Just in case he needed it. And since he did get that Deku Shield, he can now get ISG. And he doesn't really have to do too much. So...
And he's heading to Deku while Dotzo is doing his, looks like Hyrule field check near Lake Hylia.
Yeah, so it looks like MikeKatz is actually farming sticks at the beginning of Deku Tree, which is actually a smart move. So, he's getting the hints as well. Dude, oh, that's a lot of sticks.
Yeah.
Alright, so Dotzo got the Stone of Agony.
No, I thought that was a claim check.
Did you see the hint that was on Dotzo's screen?
No, he skipped it.
Yeah, because on MikeKatz's screen it said Fire Temple is on the way of the hero.
Oh. Be interesting to see what items could be there. Looks like Dotzo's on the way to do the Gerudo Valley check.
So Desert Colossus is on the way of the hero, so that will mean either the song is on the way of the hero, the heart piece, or the Neighbor's Love Fountain is gonna be on the way of the hero. This is interesting, right?
Wait, I thought the two hands were probably Desert Colossus.
I'm pretty sure they're part of the dungeon right now.
Okay.
I think that's since 3.0. So I think there was some broken hints because it's not possible in glitch logic to get in there without entering the dungeon for glitchless logic.
Gotcha.
Alright, so it looks like Dotzo got a Deku stick upgrade.
Yeah, he got 20 sticks. He lost his chicken.
And that's really fine, and please don't.
No, he made it, so that's good. So first Ice Trap was in Deku.
A purple rupee.
So 30 Skulls is dead.
Yep.
He didn't check the waterfall, so... Huh.
Yeah. That's a little odd.
Yeah, he was right.
I think he would have normally looked with the Cucko, unless he wouldn't have made time of day, which would make sense.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't make time of day if you're too slow. Although, in my opinion, doing South Hyrule right now, I don't think it's very smart. Because walking through here manually... Ocarina of Time is Zelda's Lullaby.
Ooh, that's not a good one.
Well, remember, it's No I Am Wrong Warp.
That's true.
So, the progression is definitely... It might not be required. Or quote-unquote required.
That's
so
true.
We always have to consider the possibility that, like, you can skip it. But if ZL is required for a song that gets you a major check that's required, so... The major items so far that are absolutely required to beat dungeons is the boomerang, the mirror shield, the hammer, and that's really about it. Well, bombs, but that doesn't matter. You get bombs anyway. Because you don't actually need hookshot or bow to beat Phantom Ganon. What you could always do is you could always go into Forest Temple as Child and use Slingshot on Phantom Ganon and use Stick ISG.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. And you don't need light arrows, I guess, for Ganon?
You do need light arrows for Ganon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it looks like MikeKatz just got paid out really well by getting those bomb shoes.
Yeah.
Looks like he's doing the set for the jump slash. That's a good idea. Just in case he gets memed on. He got a map. The Deku Tree.
Just what he wanted, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we got some fishing going on. MikeKatz doing a B1 skip.
No, I'm actually interested in this tourney, and I should probably do a practice eater too. Well, I think I'm honestly going to be rooting for MikeKatz personally because I used to race with him in Season 1, Rando, and he was a very, 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 very good player.
He was. I think I commented on one of you guys' matches, and you guys did very well. And it was.
So MikeKatz is trying to get a stick right now, and I don't really think it's possible to. So I don't think it. I think he has sticks. So the problem is that he has stick stored. So the problem is why this is not working is that he has stick damage stored instead of Kikiri sword damage. So when you enter an area, the default crouch stab damage you have is Kikiri sword or a Kikiri sword damage type. It's not Kikiri sword damage, it's a certain unknown type of damage that's unique to default power crouch stab.
Uh-huh.
But it's the same general damage value as Kikiri sword. So when he swung that stick, it made him hit the Deku Baba with a stick, which doesn't kill them. So he has to do ISG Goma now.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And Dotzo's collecting some rupees before he goes into the market.
So he got ISG Goma, which you have to have probably 2 brain cells to fail, I might add.
And we have a great heart sound
from Dotzo.
So, is there anybody you want to specifically watch? Do you want to watch Dotzo and I'll watch MikeKatz?
Sure.
Alright, because we're actually mixing up each other. Because I'm trying to report, but... Alright, so it looks like Dotzo's doing... You know what? Never mind.
He got a bloopy.
Oh boy.
Totally worth it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, by the way, Pocket Egg is shuffled in this randomizer. So, while you can damage boost, you won't be able to get the Halon song. Or you won't be able to get Malon song.
Oh, that's right, because you needed the chicken to wake up the Talon to get into
Dotzo's most likely forgotten. Oh, no, never mind. Dotzo has not forgotten. I'm actually surprised MikeKatz isn't using one of his Choose to Hess through Hyrule Field. That would make it a lot faster.
Yeah,
because bomb shoes are in logic right now. So I have to you have to always consider that. So MikeKatz is getting the Hyrule Grotto and he got a beautiful ice trap.
Yeah.
Zora's Fountain is on the way to the hero.
Richard the dog just giving a piece of heart.
Yep, absolutely. Alright. So, Dotzo went into the choose shop and left. Alright, he's doing shop clip. And he's buying a Hylian shield, and it looks like he might be going adult. That's what you normally do when you buy a Hylian shield.
Yeah.
So, it looks like MikeKatz has his fling check now.
Piece of heart for frogs in the river.
Yep.
GTG's dead. Forty scores, gets arrows, and that capacity for 50.
So MikeKatz has gotten a wallet. But really, nothing really much to say. So, Jabu and Deku Tree are the stone dungeons. So, all adult dungeons, it looks like, are on the table. So, Forest, Fire, Water, Shadow, Spirit. It looks like MikeKatz is just conserving his choose right now. I think that's smart.
Yeah.
Because he would have had to use multiple bomb chews to get across Hyrule Field, even if it was very fast to do. But yeah, I'm generally thinking that just going through Deku Tree and farming rupees first before you go anywhere else is a smart idea.
Yeah.
So Forest Temple is vanilla, so you can get whatever song is there. Good.
Dotzo probably gonna do his adult cat check.
Oop.
MikeKatz taking that death. Just do a quick warp.
But I was trying to focus on Dotzo. What did he die to?
He let go of the chicken too high up, and he only had 3/4 of a heart.
Oh.
So the fall killed him.
Alright, that's fair.
Guess he just wanted to get his heart back up.
So yeah, I definitely don't really know how to feel. Like, because this is actually the first time I've watched No I'm Wrong or Brando in a race setting.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time I've actually seen that setup fail. The one on Dotzo's end.
Yeah.
Because I actually posted a strat video one day ago on that exact trick in the strats and steps, and apparently it's being used.
Huh. Look at that.
So it looks like he's gonna have to... Looks like he's gonna have to go back up there to do it.
Yeah.
Or not. He could always just clip through the wall to go a little bit faster. Unless he just enters the door, that works too. I mean, that's pretty easy to do if you clip through there, but... Looks like he's just not doing my setup.
Yeah. Do his own thing.
And it was useless, which is always good enough. Yeah, it looks like MikeKatz is using good use of his bomb shoes. He's doing a nice super swim.
Yeah. Still has 17 left, so he's using them wisely. Doing his charge fishing, which we know Dots already did. That was useless. Oh, I mean, you got a forest.
Yep.
It's good. It's good sound.
Pretty useful. It looks like he found a boomerang. Oh boy.
Alright.
Which is not really, well, since it is supposed to be vanilla all dungeons, that might be a little bit tricky. Because every time you find a mandatory ZL in logic, there is a chance that if you don't do that all dungeons, you're gonna get screwed out on a very important, actually required check. Because there's a few things you don't actually need. You don't need hookshot to beat the game in Glitch Rando. You could just bomb tube hover and bomb hover everywhere if you have the opportunity. And
okay.
Yeah, so you can technically, at the beginning, if you have enough bombs and bomb shoes, you can bomb hover into Ganon's castle to get some checks if you're getting really dry overworld.
Yeah.
So far, why did Dotzo?
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't understand what he's doing either. He just went there and didn't get the chest. I think Dotzo might be...
He did that.
Actually,
he did that with the open grotto too, CAC.
I can't... I'm not allowed to tell him, but he told me in the race channel he's extremely tired. So I think that tells me a lot.
Yeah.
That's,
Alright.
I just
place
hope
your bets on the time.
47.
I'm gonna say 53.
That's an insult.
Somebody's gotta go high.
Well, you could always go lower and give a 46.
Yeah. True.
This is a high 46.
Oh yeah.
Never mind, I got 47. I was right.
Good stuff. That was a good time. I've never been able to get below a 50.
Oh, oh yeah, the reason why he's skipping those chests is because they're small chests. That's why he's skipping them. Because they don't have any useful items.
That's right, they have that option with big chest or small chest. Depending on the item.
I mean, aren't bomb chests be in small chests? I mean, that's what I'm thinking, is that... I don't know if that's a smart item. Well,
This-
I'd have to do it myself to really make a proper judgment. Oh no! Oh my god! He was probably a few pixels away from getting crushed. Because I was
Yeah,
pretty sure he would have went through the door.
I've had that happen before me. It's never fun. I don't know. This early, I would still check, even if it's small, just in case for that, you know,
Oh,
sticks
damn.
or.
Dampe gave nothing. What?
Wow, I didn't know that was possible.
I didn't know it was possible either. Dampe really must hate you.
Either
Like, if Dampe seriously... So apparently they're selling bomb shoes at Castletown, so we bought about 10 more shoes, which is really insanely useful to get.
yeah.
So it looks like, I don't think... Alright, so no. Wait, is he racing Dampe again? Unless, I think something happened. That's really strange.
He's doing Dampe a third time just to make sure that wasn't a glitch. I
Yeah,
guess.
definitely. I would think, because... Unless there was a setting... Well, I'm sure he feels quite rewarded right now.
Right. You know what? Since he didn't open the chest that first time, I wonder if that played effect in the.
Oh yeah,
Second
maybe
one.
yeah.
Never would have thought about that.
All right, so it looks like MikeKatz is trying to get in using setupless. I'm not familiar with strat, to be completely honest.
I'm not either.
Not familiar with any strats, and I personally have about, I have to do qualifier, accessible qualifier race on Saturday, one on Sunday. I got a non-wrong warp tournament race, standard vanilla, the following morning. Like, tonight, like, I have one in, I think, like, 11 hours.
You're just one busy man.
Yeah. So, I mean, I need to figure out how to do this stuff well, because this tournament is single elimination. MikeKatz is having a little bit of trouble routing in everything, as it's really unsurprising. When you first start with new settings, it's really difficult. Because, contrary to popular belief, you cannot leave Castletown when the bridge is up.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. He doesn't want it. A strength upgrade.
Oh, that'd be good.
Well,
You can go into Dodongos.
well, a strength upgrade is good and bad. You know why?
I do not.
Because if you don't have hookshot, you can't super slide in the shadow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a bit concerning.
Ah.
So you can't do the super slide strat in the shadow. You're just gonna pick up the grass instead of super sliding. And a lot of people doing this race are gonna look up that strat, do it with a strength upgrade, and lose the race because they can't figure out why they failed it.
So that makes all the difference, huh?
Yeah.
It's always interesting that just one little thing can make all the difference.
Yeah. When you're thinking of avoiding items, like, probably in glitched rando, the strength upgrade is probably the worst thing you can get. I mean, you don't even need strength upgrade. Realistically, there's Like, I don't really know how to explain this too well. But you could either skip the strength upgrade and do like a 4-chew hover in forest, assuming you have the chews, or take it, but risk not having hook shot for Shadow.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little bit of a slight gamble. That's it's being a little bit over careful.
Yeah.
Without an equip swap boomerang, I might add. Because the nice thing about Randomizer, you can equip swap items, and they're really useful. As an example, you can equip swap Hammer as Child and use Hammer as Child, and skip the need for a bomb bag. So it saves a lot of time in the long run and glitched. Oh, looks like he's doing the strat. You know what I'm talking about?
I do not, actually.
He's pushing the statue so that he can get the gold skull at the Scarecrow spot.
Oh.
So it's a little bit tedious, but if it does have something.
Okay.
But yeah, if you can do a weird hover for Shadow, but that assumes you have Bomb Bag, because you might not find Bomb Bag in a very long time. That's the main issue.
Right.
And if you only have chews, good luck. I mean, it is possible to do with chews, but it's just extremely tedious, and if your chew count is tight, then you have to always consider the possibility that, like, you might get memed on.
Yeah. So, to take that grotto from MikeKatz, it's just a Sculptula. I forgot that Sculptula was there.
But yeah, it's a real shame that that dotzo didn't go into Deku Tree. That would have been really extremely useful for him to do that. That would have been a lot smarter for him to do. Silver Scale, that's sort of useful, although only useful for one check if you know how to Navi dive.
Right.
Yep. That's what's doing the fast staircase strat.
I did not know that was a thing.
Yep. Doesn't really save that much time, but it adds up.
Yeah.
It looks like MikeKatz is doing a custom strat here. Ooh, that's actually not too bad.
Huh.
So he's doing his own little setup. Because I'm thinking like it's actually easy to miss the fence there. So you'd ideally not want to miss the fence. Because you fall down and have to climb back up. It's less punishing, you know I'm wrong, or because you can just clip through the building, but it still sucks.
I've always done that trick as a child. So I've always climbed up the roof, the ladder, and done it that way.
Looks like he is going to at least check out what the sculpture is. Or dotzo. That is a compass. Oh boy, my favorite.
Now he can know where he's at. He will not get lost.
Because there's no map.
Ah. Well, he'll know which entrance he came from, so he won't do that again. Make that mistake.
How much of a time saves a weep sound effect? 0. In fact, you might even lose time for being irritated by it. Tilt is a real thing and makes you lose races. So if someone gets tilted by the weep sound because of PTSD from running glitchless, then that might not be good. Or not. Did you even get?
Did he get? Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was a little close. He's only going for major items and chests, so he might be missing. I mean, I don't know if Bomb Choose is. Actually, Bomb Choose is considered a major item, now that I think about it.
Well, with it being in logic, it would be considered one.
This Dotzo's doing something I don't understand.
I mean, he doesn't.
Oh, he's
He
getting the chest. No.
Oh.
No, wait, what is he doing? Oh no, I know exactly what he. Oh.
What's he doing?
He's going for the Sculptula. He has to exit and re-enter to grab it.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a little tedious if you have to go. So I'm just thinking, I don't recognize any of these strats, but I just realized 10 seconds in, I'm like, oh. I know what this strat is. Dotzo not going for the side-up strat like a true 100% runner. You lose a lot of time doing that. Beautiful. A heart piece. All the effort for nothing.
Just a little bit of love.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, on VC you can equip Deku. Also, you can equip Deku Sticks as adult. And it helps in quite a few areas where you don't have to go back child. But anybody on N64 using EverDrive is at a definite disadvantage, including myself. So, I mean, you'll eventually see a seed of where Deku Sticks are required, and you basically lose to being on a different console. Not a bad console. N64 is the good console. DC is the bad console, in my personal opinion. My opinions are not representative of speedgaming.org.gov.
Gotta throw that disclaimer out.
Yeah. Yeah, like I need a disclaimer for my verbal diarrhea.
Yeah. So what item do you think that people, the runners need to find that would be a big help at the moment?
Well, definitely a bomb bag, obviously. Because if you do get a bomb bag, you can full clear DC. Well, speaking of...
Oh, that's speaking we see.
Yeah, speaking of that. Alright, well, he has a bomb bag, so he doesn't even have to buy choose now. So the next item we will probably want is, I mean, there really isn't too much. Hookshot would be sorta kinda useful to save some bombs and / choose. A bow would be helpful for getting item checks, but to complete the game, what we'd like to see next is probably a hookshot after bombs, just for the sake of convenience.
Okay.
Yeah, so hookshot is the next one, and any dungeon required items would be good. So hammer, mirror, shield. Because you can't beat Spirit without mirror shield. The attacks from Turbo basically will not work without mirror shield.
Yeah, that's one of the few extra items you need them to beat the boss with.
I'm really surprised that Dotzo didn't Hester the Boulder Maze. It's really surprising.
Huh?
How did he get... Oh boy, silver gauntlets.
Oh, he get into
Yeah.
Spirit.
Oh, another bomb bag. How convenient. Nice,
The dongle was, I mean,
yeah, so it looks
go
like
on.
Deku Tree wasn't even a good idea.
Yeah.
There's a Zora's Fountain hint. So, my cat's stocking up for mom shoes.
So I would imagine Dotzo will go back to the dongle shortly.
I wouldn't say so. That would be... I wouldn't know about that, because your options are really opened up now since you got bombs. So since you do have bombs, you can immediately probably full clear forest, or not full clear forest, ignore what I said. You can complete forest with bombs. You can complete forest with bombs, and since he has bombs, he can mega flip into the Bolero check, and maybe save some time on movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has to aim, but not over aim either. Okay, you got Sun Sung, which you don't have a choice. The Sun Sung Grave absolutely does require Sun Sung and post rando, regardless. So you can get pretty badly memed on. Also, there is a slight disadvantage of skipping all the small chests. You don't get any hearts anywhere. So I think, personally, it'd be a good idea to check the small chests. Depending, but...
Yeah, I would just, like I said, especially since it is still so early on.
Yeah, because you have no way to actually, I'm having a brain fart. What was I talking about?
Checking small chests.
Oh yeah, you have no way to beat Fire Temple or Full Clear without 5 hearts. Or, I think in the current logic, it's 4.5 hearts. So... 4.5 because of fast block pushing, which saves a lot of time.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so...
Oh.
Well, at least it blew up the boulder, that's progress.
Yeah, saves them a couple seconds, like a second or two.
Yeah, I mean, there's a slight downside. He did lose probably over 30, but... Or not... Well, yeah, maybe over.
He lost the time.
Yeah, just a little bit. Oh yeah, yeah, you can equip swap fairies. It is always an option, but you do need a bottle for that. It might be a concern. Although, if you do watch the Weep cutscene, you can get a bottled fairy. That is always an option. Oh, I saw a huge Weep.
Yes. No spinning Goron for today.
Alright, he just makes it with a super slide. So he is getting the claim check, which is also why he routed this in.
Yeah.
Because he can do clean up DC pretty quickly after this, too. Alright, well, he got a skull token. But yeah, I personally don't think it's very smart if he tries to save warp here. Alright, let's go.
As we know, 10 skulls give us a heart container. Thanks to Mike's check.
Yeah, definitely.
Sun's on, but a little late for that.
mean, if he had bomb chews, it'd definitely be considerably faster for him to blow up the ice from the bottom.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
I think MikeKatz from just clearing out Deku Tree, I think, because of the huge amount of chews, he's definitely gonna benefit in late game as opposed to now. Because you can find those bomb chews, you're gonna go a long way. But then being in logic is actually a little messy. Because you have to factor in buying more. Is everything okay?
yeah, just cat. Decided to step on me.
But yeah, this generally seems. What I'd really like to see in this tourney is a little bit of variation. In my personal opinion.
Variation in what way?
Variation in tricks and routes, and so it's not just the same thing every time like Inaccessible. Because routes in Accessible generally have a very similar structure. Like, there's a bit of variance from my personal experience of playing / watching, but there's not too much variance. Like, eventually people are going to take the same route in the end, depending on what hints and leads they get.
Yeah, that's very true in the end. Yeah, I agree. Everybody just does the same, follows each other at some point.
Yeah, eventually people will cross each other's paths, although, you know, I'm wrong with Brando, you can find quite a few more ways to be, how you say, screwed over. For example, in this sea, it's Zelda's Lullaby on all dungeons. So, if you require check, hammer, mirror shield, if that's behind ZL, and you skipped all dungeons, you probably lost the race already. Like, but if you skip ZL, or skip all dungeons, and there's nothing on it and you benefit from that, then you're the person who's won the race. So it's a gamble on both ends. But if you both skip it, which is probably the smarter thing to do in the first place, then hats off to you.
So Death Mountain had all 3 strength upgrades.
By the way, I found that I've rarely ever found the Great Fairy Fountain to have anything.
Yeah, I have.
Defense Fountain. There was only one race where it actually had anything. And that was a race where Golden Gauntlets was behind Skull Mask. So.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've never seen anything that required that. Once or twice I've seen seeds where you need to get into Light Trial, but generally Go Gauntlets are pretty much useless.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so looks like Dotzo's going back into Kek for the reason that he's probably getting the center bomb check. Which I don't think I've seen. Or I might not have been paying attention. One of the two.
No, I think MikeKatz did it, so he knew one.
That's cool. But do you think or do you know? That's a real question.
Pretty positive.
Okay, I believe you. Well, but after this point, I'd personally be unsure of where to go, because you have quite a few leads, you have quite a few spots he can go. He can go into Shadow and maybe Folklore it. Although killing Bongo without hookshot or bow or anything would be a little bit problematic, in my opinion. I mean,
How would you defeat him without those items?
well, you could always just try and have the hands get close to you and use ISG. That's usually, I'm pretty sure that's a way to kill him. So you have to have the ISG side facing the hands that rush at you, but it can't be a fist. Because Bongo's fist has no hittable collision. But yeah, you're definitely saving time if you don't get the small chest. Like, it definitely adds up. Oh, it's not a major item. I guess I can safely go away and not have to worry about this.
Because he has what, a 2-second save? Because you have to open the chest and then get the tick sparks to go away.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, 2 seconds does add up.
So that's 5 hearts, so we can potentially go pretty far in fire. Although it's a little bit harder without hookshot, let's just say.
Yeah. But we do know Zora's river was on the way to Hero. So you could check the river and see what's on there.
So, and that is exactly where Dotzo is going.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you're saving a little bit of time with Bomb.
Oh yeah.
Just a really teensy itty. Also, I'm trying to remember. He's doing the bomb jump here, and he missed. Oh no!
Oh.
That's
I didn't see what was up. I didn't see what was up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could always just use the boomerang. Although it's the sap is a little different as a doll, I assume. That's not so good. Alright, so he's taking his safe route and getting the other checks here. But yeah, going for easy way to hero hints is definitely a good option. There's no guarantee this is actually going to be, like, immediately useful. This could be Lens's, or I think Lens is turned off this turn, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember.
I don't know either.
Alright. Well,
So what?
nice. That's a pretty nice 5% bomb drop. You can just use the boomerang, I'm pretty sure. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
The hammer.
Yeah, boy.
So that is a required item in No I Am Wrong Warp to beat the game if you need to beat Fire Temple. Too bad the hammer can't let you Hess.
Can't let you what?
The hammer cannot let you Hess.
That would be crazy.
Oh, it's not too... It's honestly not too bad. I mean, you can get hover slides if you have hover boots, which are useful in certain areas. Alright. That's surprising that failed, but doing that with bombs is a little iffy, so it's not surprising that can fail pretty easily.
Is it easier with?
Yeah,
I've done it with. I've done it with the hover boots before.
It's infinitely easier with hover boots. Bombs is probably the hardest setup, and Choose is second hardest. Or Choose isn't really that hard. It's pretty easy, but positioning the bomb is probably the worst thing.
Gotcha.
Yep. It looks like he's unloading King Zora for a free check here. And he's going into Zora's Fountain for that free check. So since... And also the ZL check could be required. So there's two checks in here that he cannot get. Or actually 3, because there is the Sculptula, which he probably should have played Sunsong by now for. Because he does have Silver Gauntlets. Or... Wait. No. This is not a token sanity. Ignore me. Oh, there's the...
Iron Boots.
Iron Boots, yeah. I keep thinking it's a token sanity. So we can get the checks at the bottom now, which is convenient.
Oh yeah. Looks like just a heart container.
Those like Dotzo's going in Ice Cavern with bombs, and Ice Cavern with bombs is actually a pretty decent trade. Because if you play your cards right, what are bottles? I don't need those. Why would I need to use any red ice? Screw that.
Never heard of them.
I don't know. What's red ice? Is that walls are just suggestions of where to go?
By guidelines.
What do you mean? I didn't hear what you said.
They're more like guidelines.
Yeah, guidelines of where you can go. And speaking of which, here's a nice little ledge clip where you don't have to hest for.
Oh yeah.
Jump slash can be a little bit tricky if you haven't practiced. Ledge clip saved a bomb, but... Oh yeah, I kind of forgot you do actually need blue fire for these checks. I kind of forgot about that. Or wait. Maybe I should think before I speak. That might be a good option. What you can do is you can do a damage you can do a damage boost into the chest through the red ice.
Oh, that would work?
Yeah, you can damage boost through the red ice. It's a 1-frame window.
Oh.
And it works on both.
Is it a hard setup to do?
Not hard at all. It's currently used in the all chest route. But that category has a pretty tight bomb kit. But it is a 1-frame window, so you have to pause buffer. But it works in all chests and Ice Cavern, so if you have bombs... Or maybe choose if you can really time it right. I don't think using choose is very wise for it. Like, it can work, but... Alright, well, it looks like Dotzo is heading out. It actually looks like, I haven't really watched MikeKatz too much, it looks like he's going into Fire Temple without the hammer. And that's, or does he have the hammer? I don't remember.
No, he doesn't have the hammer. He hasn't gone to the river.
Yeah, that's fair. Because a fun fact, wait, no, you can't do that. Never mind.
No fun fact today.
Yeah, no fun facts, unfortunately. Fun facts are banned. This is a randomizer stream. This is no fun allowed.
No fun allowed.
Yeah, no fun allowed. It looks like Dotzo's taking a pee break. Like,
yep. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Although you could always just not drink water. It's easy. Just don't drink water, and you won't have to do that during a rando. Like, I don't know why anybody hasn't thought of that. You know, I think I'd rather die of dehydration than lose a rando race. I don't know about anybody else.
Your priorities are spot on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Alright. Well, let's see what Forest has for us.
But no, I don't really think MikeKatz is too far behind right now. I think their checks are somewhat even, although Dotzo has more progression right now.
Yeah, all he has is just the boots and the hammer.
So it looks like Dotzo may or may not be hovering into Forest Temple. So
looks like they're getting the setup for it.
Yeah. Or quote-unquote setup. Because it looks like Dotzo's trying to remember what the setup was, but this looks like the way it would work. This is the kind of stuff I want to see in this race. I want to see some nice hovering and hookshot skips. That's what I like to see.
Here is one of them for you.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to see the breathing animation. Looks like he's not really getting any height. He's activating way too early. He's in.
There we go.
But yeah, no hookshot and force is kind of, how you put it. Slow.
Just a bit.
It looks like... Oh, a slingshot. That could be useful. Could be useless, too. There's only one check for slingshot. So it looks like Dotzo might be attempting a few checks. So, I mean, in my personal opinion, I think it's a good idea to get the first few checks in force and then do the BK skip. We're trying to get the Skullfuzz and maybe going higher, but...
Right. So does... I've never done the option for big chest, little chest. Does marquees show up as big chest or little chest in dungeons?
I think it shows up in, like, mini boss key chests.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Kind of a crappy crappy stuff was fight on Dotzo's end, but it was alright.
He got through it in the end.
Sort of. So, depending on what he does here, he may get memed on by skipping checks. Like, going deep into dungeons, I'm thinking in the No I'm Wrong World tournament is going to be a huge gamble due to how unviable they are to get. And depending on the viability of the checks in the dungeons. So basically, if you get deep fire is very slow. Not only because it's slow, probably slower than the reason it's kind of bad is because there's not really that many item checks in deep fire, and if you're missing hookshot or missing items, you're gonna have to do some bomb hovering. You might not have enough.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So this. Oh, looks like MikeKatz fell. It looks like he hasn't done the trick in a while. That's really bad. Looks like this looks like this is their first race. They haven't even... I think Dotzo might have practiced. I don't think MikeKatz practiced before the race. Because I would have personally tried to at least practice these tricks before I would have done them. But that's just my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I have to do at least one No I'm Wrong warp. 100%.
Yeah, you always want to at least get a practice in, yeah, just to get your refresh.
I mean, I probably did one practice in, but like, that's not a thing you should fail. Like, you're supposed to hold left, like, immediately when you flip out. That's how you do the trick, so you probably just held it late.
No.
So, but yeah, mini colored boss key chests are small keys.
Okay.
So it looks like he is grabbing the small keys more so. I can't really commentate too much on what he's doing because he's pretty far ahead. Doesn't look like he needs anything up there, although he may or may not attempt to grab the sculpture, which may or may not be useful.
Right, because we know 30 and up is there. We know 10 was his heart container, so we're still waiting on seeing what 20 is.
No, he cannot grab that skull from.
Just a little bit out of range.
Yeah, that's what happens with the boomerang. It's a little brutal, so it looks like he's gonna have to do a little bit of bomb hovering. It looks like. Uh-oh. I mean, this could be required items, so you're gonna have to use your bomb really sparingly.
Luckily, he got the bag upgrade, so that helps a little bit.
Oh, it looks like he backflipped early. Alright, it looks like he's just leaving. It's not really smart to keep attempting it. He's just gonna lose time.
Yeah.
And it's not in logic yet either, so... But I'm really surprised of why you would go further in the dungeon. I mean, what I would personally do is I would try and what I'd personally do is I'd try and clear out Overworld and then clear out dungeons, or at least clear out faster world stuff. But I mean, I'm not really sure how I would do it, so I'm probably just talking shit. Because what I would have done there is would have immediately rushed the boss after I got the bottom checks there. Because, I mean, because that's a free song. Because once you beat Force, you get that Force Medallion song at Prelude. So that's another incentive to beat it as fast as possible. another thing that he does is that he doesn't have the bow either, so he can't really get very far. So he can't get far at all in forest. I mean, the most he can do is push the blocks and stuff.
And get up to the bow chest.
Yeah, and that's about it. So it's not really worth it right now, in my opinion, but it is worth it to get this one check. And I think he is pushing the blocks just in case he has to come back later, which isn't too bad of an idea, but...
It takes about a minute total to do both blocks.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, you got a small key for the forest. Holy. That's amazing.
MikeKatz picking up his iron boots.
Yep. Oh, so he is gonna keep going. So he is gonna get that one bow chest, and that's a little that's a little sketchy because that's only one chest you can get.
Yeah.
This is a lengthy check to go for, so I think this is honestly a bad decision on his part. I think it'd be a better idea to leave, go for the BK, and go find progression elsewhere, and also, since he has hammer, beat fire. Because I definitely agree with trying to clean up a few of the bottom checks, but going for this top one is really, really slow. Because you're just gonna have to go back here anyway. I mean, if he finds something, then I'll be wrong. But
Be a good call, but
no seed I've ever done has had something required on the middle check. None.
yeah, I haven't had one. Nothing either.
I think I might have had one, but that's it. It was needless to say, everybody did pretty poorly because nobody ever goes for that. Because I think Bo was in this chest.
That's saying something.
That's a little bit of trouble when facing the Stalfos.
Yeah. Stalfos battles have not been kind to him so far.
Yeah, I mean, pretty below average fight, but still alright.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Dotzo got beamed.
Yeah. Mike doing the target in the woods check.
Oh,
Bigger
bigger sword. So that is actually useful for a few tricks if you have hover boots. If you have hover boots, it's mostly useful. So there's two easy methods for forest BK skip.
Okay.
Oh wait, you do need I just realized you do need a either bow or hookshot to beat the boss.
And he has neither.
But actually, I might see something new here. We might see something new here, but I think he knows what he's doing. I don't think I've ever seen... I don't think I've ever seen anybody kill him without, like, a shooting item, but I could definitely be wrong.
First time for everything.
Because I've not really seen too much low percent. Oh, never mind. He has the boomerang. My bad.
Yeah, that works.
I don't even know. I think the boomerang worked. Or I could be wrong. So.
You had to time it just right, though.
Yeah, if you haven't practiced, it's a little sketchy. Well, it looks like he... I think he tried something and he couldn't do it, so I wasn't sure if Boomerang even worked on Phantom Ganon.
Yep.
Because Hookshot, Slingshot, and Bow work on Phantom Ganon as far as I know, so I think he was just trying something new, because he is a little low on item checks. It looks like so far MikeKatz is one in child. Good. And MikeKatz found the bow. Alright.
There we go.
Bottom of the well is on the way of the hero. Oh boy, so... That's a pretty useful hint. Although way of the hero is very subjective.
That's true.
I mean, the only thing he really technically needs for Go mode
Would be the hook shot.
Well, no, not the hookshot. He doesn't need the hookshot for Go mode. What he needs for Go mode is obviously... Actually, no. What he needs for Go mode is the bow, light arrows. So he needs the bow, light arrows, mirror shield. Hover boots would help for the Water Temple hover, but...
You still need magic, though.
Yeah, you need magic, too.
So, right now he's missing magic and light arrows since he just got the bow.
Yep. So, what MikeKatz could do is he could try and full clear Jabu, since ZL is on the way of... Well, it's not the way of the hero, but it's likely to have something important. Because you do need ZL in logic to beat water 90% of the time. Sometimes you can get away with the first two checks in water, but sometimes that doesn't pay out.
Yeah. Seen that happen a whole lot.
Well. So it looks like Dotzo... Looks like he may be going to... Dotzo, can you please S? Looks like Dotzo may be going to Gerdo Training Grounds and may have to attempt the Mega Flip. Uh-oh. Well, I can't
We saw a hint earlier that GTG is dead, though.
Yeah, so... There are checks around there that could be useful. You have to remember that. So GTG itself is dead, but the opponent's checks in the chest on top isn't. So you have to always consider that. I actually got memed on in a race earlier.
But he doesn't have opponents on, though, so he can't do Horse Archery, though.
I saw him heading towards GTG. Or, so, from the direction he was going.
Yeah.
Sue me. Actually, don't sue me. I have three wives and kids. I mean, I have a wife and 3 kids.
What's gonna judge? More power to you.
Oh, there's the Alice wallet. But yeah, MikeKatz is going and risking Jabu because it can technically be full cleared.
Yeah. It's
straightforward dungeon, so.
Yeah, he can, but yeah, he can go straight to Big Octo. Good try.
Maybe.
I think he might have gotten moved on here. He's gonna Beery Hover.
Oh.
He's gonna Beery Hover up. Just lucky to get these gold skulls a little bit early. Because dungeons are all the more valuable. You have to always consider that. This is a normal token. Like, dungeons are so much more valuable in general. But in glitched logic, Jabu really isn't as bad to do. Because you don't have to carry Ruder around for eternity. You only need to do that one check at the top. The way MikeKatz is doing this is a little bit unoptimal. I mean, it's a decent improvisation. But I don't really think it's the right way to do it. Like, what he should have done is he definitely... I think it is possible to Mega Flip. So that's what he should have done. So I really think a lot of these decisions, since it's their first races, are not really thought through at all. I might be being a bit harsh, but that's really what it seems like from so far, is that they don't look like they've been practicing.
Right.
Yeah. Just
Not been very clean stuff.
Oh, no, not at all. Like, from both. But that's to be expected. It's a glitched rando.
Yeah.
So a glitched rando, you're not really used to doing tricks because you've been doing so much successful at them poisoning your mind. Glitchless runs.
Oh yeah. You get in the habit of doing non-glitchless, then when you try to do it, it doesn't feel right.
Definitely. Oh boy. By the way, the bubble almost hit him back into the water, so he would have fallen.
Yeah.
Sometimes happens. Looks like Dotzo is going back into Deku Tree. But yeah, Jabu is actually not too bad of an option. Because you've already gotten beaten Deku Tree. And this is the only dungeon needed for ZL. You can beat Jabu and get ZL for basically free. It's only like, probably, depending on how fast you go, I think it's probably 10-minute dungeon.
Yeah, I was about to think, yeah. If we do a good round, it's about 10 minutes.
Yep. Jabu and Glitchless is 20, so it's really not a good decision if you want to risk it.
Yeah, only 4 checks as well, so...
Can essential items be locked behind 100 skull tokens? Definitely not now.
No, it only goes up to 50.
But I think I'm gonna be answering a few chat questions now. So, MikeKatz, you're not really behind, because I think MikeKatz right now is actually ahead. Depending on what he's going to find, because for the most part, they're both somewhat even in their checks right now. Except for not having the bow. Dotzo does not have the bow. And, MikeKatz does not have the hammer.
Yeah, it's about really much the only difference in terms of item-wise.
Yeah, but...
outside the Kakiri sword as well.
But if there is something in Jabu, then Mike is going to be ahead. Because any accessible random player is going to be avoiding Stone Jabu like the plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Glitch Rando, it's actually a good option to do. Especially if it's... could potentially unlock something really efficient. By the way, if anybody's ever seen One Stick Baronade, it's a real treat. I'm gonna see if I can do that in one of my races.
Check that out. I've never seen it before.
Oh, it's interesting. Pot Baronade is Baronade with pots is another story, which you don't really never want to get into. I did that in my race today, and it was alright. Although I got trolled for, like, 2 of the pots I picked up. But there is a Mega Flip strat here, and there is a box Mega strat. So you can Mega Flip off the platform, and then you can Mega Flip off, like, the little corner here.
Oh.
Yeah. But he couldn't do the Mega Flip off the platform due to the fact that, like, it wasn't, like, the platform itself wasn't there. Like, he wouldn't have made it from that side.
Yeah. No, randomized logic does not account for glitches. They expect you to do the game vanilla-wise, in a sense.
Yeah.
No, typically we do open door, so only time you really need stones is if for some reason you get the Ocarina of Time song, or if a song's on that check.
So, I mean, you could always do a time skip. Like a smart, intelligible human being.
Yeah, well, we don't have any of those.
Yeah, we never have to worry about dot skip. Feels bad. That makes some interesting races for people who lock behind dot skip. Which they shouldn't. Alright, so MikeKatz is about to kill Baronade, and I don't really think he found anything important in Jabu so far, so...
No, it's been dead. If nothing else, he gets the Kokiri Maroon, that's about it.
Yeah. So I'm really surprised Dotzo has not taken the option to go into fire right now. I'm really surprised about that.
Yeah, he has the hammer, so...
I mean... It's an okay idea to go into Deku Tree in case he finds something, but that's about it. Like, he honestly should go straight adult after this and just rush fire. Because it is progression.
Mm-hmm.
And he has already cleared out a little bit of the game, too.
So, Baronade just had a Hylian shield, so...
Yeah.
Jabu dead, so all his efforts is for green stone.
Jabu isn't necessarily dead because he now got ZL from beating those 2 dungeons.
That's true. Yeah, there was a quiver in... You're right, discussed the NS, there was a quiver in Jabu.
Oh, so if Dotzo does go into Jabu right after him, make that decision, then he's not gonna have to go through Lost Woods to get that one boat check.
Right.
And he can go immediately back to Forest to beat him.
MikeKatz looks like he's going to do his river checks.
Yep.
So he'll be picking up his hammer shortly.
Yep. So in terms of progression, MikeKatz is gonna be ahead of Dotzo. And what's surprising is that I don't think either of them have found Hiccuping. I don't think either of them have found the Pocket Cocoa. Or
No.
Waking Up Talon. And none of them have even considered damage boosting into the castle for the song. Because that unlocks Serias as well.
Nope. They
And
haven't done either.
And none of them have even entered Bottom of the Well. So, Bottom of the Well is completely in logic right now. Well, it's not in logic. Never mind.
You need to stop for that.
Well, it's not completely in logic, but it's a good option to take. Because in my race the other day, I got a free hook shot in there that was way out of logic. So, I mean, you never know.
True. We got that hint that says it is Way of the Hero.
Yes, I think that'd be a good idea to haul butt. Although I think Dotzo got the hint, but I don't think Mike did. I think that's definitely concerned.
No, Mike did, because he checked the Sacred Meadows stones, and that's where we're at.
Yeah, his next stop should definitely be Bottom of the Well. If he doesn't, then I'm going to have to seriously question his sanity. Oh boy. There's Dotso's bow.
And Mike got his hammer.
Yep. Right around the same time.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting to see what Mike does. So he'll probably go right back to being an adult.
I'm really surprised he's not hessing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe we should just try to conserve explosives.
I think his explosive count is more than fine, just to be completely honest. He can afford to use a Hess here. I mean, there is such a thing as being over careful with your explosive, because you could be losing minutes by not doing some Hesses here and there, which definitely does add up in the race.
Might gain the last bit of skulls he needs to do the 20 check.
Yep. So it looks like Dotzo is going into Jabu right now. Wait, why is Dotzo going that way? Is he fun?
Doesn't he needs a chicken, doesn't he, to gain the domain?
No, he can make a flip.
Oh, yeah.
He can make a flip in. And he already got these checks as adult, so this, unless he's getting the bean, which isn't needed if you have bombs, then it shouldn't matter. So I think, okay, I don't know what he's doing. Or no, he's getting he's getting beans. I don't know what he's thinking. That's not really.
How many times have we said that so far this race?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's been quite a bit. So 20 skulls was just some arrows, so really nothing. Skulls was useless this seed.
I can't wait for Randomizer 6.0 to add hover boots as child.
Oh god.
So quick swap boots as child.
That would be interesting.
Well, I mean, it'd be very efficient to Hess as child in Zelda.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Specifically, you have to practice Hesses for Rando. Nothing done in any known RTA category.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike definitely. That's his progression. I mean, this mega flip at the waterfall can be difficult if you time it badly. It's a little rough.
That's just usually what I like to call them. It's just very fast backwards walking.
Can you repeat what you said, sir?
One of the chat asked what are the Hesses they keep referring to. I just call it super fast backwards walking.
You slide backwards at a very high speed, but it needs an explosive to set off. It's faster than horse movement as well, at full speed.
My cat's glitching into but on the well. So what's the necessary trick in order to get to bottom of the well without starting storms?
Well, there's actually several methods to do so. I can list probably 5.
What's the most, I guess, popular way, I would say?
Probably the one that MikeKatz just did is he got ISG while grabbing the Cucko, and that caused him to kill the Cucko as he was backflipping into the well. So it set off the rage and it caused him to dive. Alright. It set off the Cucko rage and caused him to die because you don't really have any gravity during cutscenes. Or at least certain ones anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're moving during a cutscene, it'll just keep the momentum and you just keep falling. And I think MikeKatz just realized he didn't have ZL.
Yep.
I mean,
And he needs it.
That's an important thing you should probably do. Before, you know, hitting bottom of the well. I think that might be smart.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yep, absolutely. I mean... you gotta go easy now, these guys. It's their first race, and nobody does no wrong warp, so you gotta go easy on them. So they're gonna definitely make mistakes in their first race. And I'll be judging them very harshly, but smoothly. But a few other ways to get into the well is to throw 2 Deku Nuts and backflip on the second one. Another way is to jump acute angle flip out of bounds. Pretty sure that's what it's called. I haven't heard that term used in forever. Do an acute angle flip out of bounds, take a Cucko through the wall, and just fly with a Cucko out of bounds into the well loading zone. And that's really most of what I can really explain.
Yeah, I think I've seen the most was the one of my cats did. So I actually didn't know there was more than one way to get down there.
Oh, there is quite a few. if you run OT.
Gotcha. Alright, my cat's picking up ZL.
Mike probably should have stayed in the well and then went to ZL after. Because he lost time by going back to the well.
Yeah, he did.
Because just in case he doesn't need to grab ZL. But...
I would say Mike is, what, maybe 5 minutes ahead of Dotzo?
Definitely.
Maybe not that much?
I'd say he's definitely more ahead. He's already beaten part of fire. You have to remember that. So his progression is a lot higher than Dotzo's.
But then Dotzo's already done part of forest as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So that wouldn't you think that would even each other out?
Not necessarily, because MikeKatz couldn't do much of fire without hammer, but Dotzo did a very large chunk of forest. So I can't really say how far behind they are, but I'd say in terms of progression right now, MikeKatz is ahead.
Agreed.
But I'm not really sure about how much. But if MikeKatz finds nothing valuable in the well, he's gonna be behind. Because you have to remember, Way of the Hero could be Lens of Truth. You have to remember that.
That's true. So let's see if anything true for us necessary is down here. Because yeah, if not, he did waste a good chunk of time.
Oh, that was a little bit scary camera angle for Dotzo. What can happen if you let go of Z during that Mega Flip is that if you hold down, you just jump right off. Which is kind of bad. Yeah, but I mean, not focusing on progression is bad. But if you didn't know, there is about, I think, a 10 bomb hover in Fire Temple to the Scarecrow check if you feel so inclined to do it.
Ice Arrow is the most important item in the game.
Absolutely. Yes, Way the Hero Ice Arrow. That sounds super appealing.
Sounds about right to me.
You know what's Way the Hero? Where I can freeze my game and just call it a day. That's the Way the Hero.
Everybody wins there.
Yeah, just freeze the game. That's the true path to victory. Just tilt my cartridge and watch Link's face get a little bit haunted. Oh, by the way, it might not really be obvious, but I'm pretty sure you only need ZL for, I think, like 2 checks in here.
I thought it was 3.
No. No, what you can do in Glitch Logic is you can Vine Clip through and skip needing to use ZL.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Well, Mike can now navigate his way through the dungeon.
Yeah, so where MikeKatz is right now is a Vine Clip spot. Where the vanilla bomb shoes are normally is a Vine Clip spot. So we can Vine Clip from Vanilla Chew Chest into Dead Hand Room, and Vine Clip from Dead Hand Room into the Like Room, which is slightly harder.
Okay.
Yeah. Mike,
Oh.
did you seriously just skip that on your first trip? Really? Come on.
Well, there's a shiny shield.
Yeah, you really should have waited for ZL because you don't have knocked. I mean, come on.
I'm sure he's probably kicking himself too, because he probably thought I couldn't got it.
I mean, look at this. I mean, look at everything. I mean, I'd be upset too.
Yeah.
He's waiting. He's waiting to get bodied by the keys. contrary to popular belief, I walk through here. I don't do a setup. I'm serious. It's actually pretty easy.
Huh.
Yeah, it's really not that bad, but finding the mirror shield, which basically he should be in go mode. Even though he has no hook shot. He's in go mode up until Ganon's, but he still has to find out where light arrows are and magic is. So he's missing magic and light arrows.
Yeah, and if he gets at least magic, he can at least get to Ganon, and he'll tell us where the light arrows are.
Oh, by the way, he didn't even need to kill the like for his Hylian shield. He has mirror shield. I mean... Bombchu bowling is literally nothing to no one's surprise.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that was the last check in market.
Yep. Except for Skull Mask.
That's true.
Actually, Skull Mask is disabled. Pretty sure.
No, I thought it was just Mask of Truth.
Looks like Mike is taking a Death Warp. But Death Warps are pretty fast on VC.
And still checking the Great Fairy.
Yeah, he's using ZL to his advantage now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, being forced to get Skulltas is pretty inefficient. Oh, there's the hook shot.
Oh.
So that is the in-logic hook shot. So Mike may or may not be out of the tournament. Wait, no, never mind. Ignore me. So it looks... I was getting too hopeful. Because Dotzo already knows it's a way to... Oh look, it's Turok King. Mike Katz found the legendary Turok King sitting in the well.
Yeah, that he did.
But Dotzo is going for the song, and I don't really think he should be doing this. This isn't smart. This is an unnecessary check. He's already in go mode. Or almost go mode, anyway.
Is he hoping to get Breakium?
Maybe. I just think it'd be a smart idea to focus on progression.
Yeah.
Because he can beat Forest, Fire, Water, Shadow. You don't need Hover Boost to beat Shadow.
Now you can do the Bomb Strat.
Yeah. Especially since he just got hook shot. Oh yeah, it's definitely... Alright, he just got upon us, so he just wasted his time.
Yeah.
So I think that was a bad decision on Dotzo's end. So what I'd like to see, Dotzo do is go to the well, because contrary to popular belief, I think Dotzo's big mistake right here is he's gonna know his Talon isn't here, because you need to give him the cuckout for him to even come here. And why is Dotzo doing this? Why is he farming? No.
He's reloading the plots.
Is he trying to farm for rupees?
Yeah, he's trying to farm for 10 rupees and he's not even going in there. So he's got 10 rupees and he's not gonna find anyone in there. See? So he just lost time. And now he's gonna go to the back of Lon Lon.
Because with that talent here, he can't get the bonus on check either.
Oh yeah, so Dotzo is definitely behind right now.
Yeah.
It's not good. So yeah, this is a bad decision on Dotzo's end. This is just general experience with the seed settings, I think. And is that what I think it is?
That could be what...
Is he? No, he's skipping it. He's skipping it. I thought that was the egg. That was the egg for Castle.
I think that was a pocket chicken.
Yeah.
We got serious shots on at vanilla.
Like normal bottle. I wasn't really looking, but I just looked over. I was like, uh-oh.
It looked like the pocket egg, but whether that was the adult or the child version, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. My bad. I was just thinking. I'm gonna look at it actually.
Mike decided to skip the Great Fairy check at the Hyrule Castle so he didn't get his hookshot.
Yep, so depending on what Dotzo does, he should really be hitting the well, unless did he not get the well way of the hero? I'm confused.
He did. He got the one.
So
you're right, Cubs. Yeah, it's definitely not the adult one. It's definitely the child egg.
Yeah, definitely. So this is extremely confusing. Why is he going through Goron City as child? There's literally no point. Like, this isn't smart. You're gonna lose the... I mean, Mike is gonna hugely benefit from this.
He's doing the Darunia check.
Yep.
Which I've never seen anything on the Darunia like
I've
seen
stuff.
Mike doing the Ganon's Castle Great Fairy check.
Well, 3 bombs. But yeah, Dotzo... So what Dotzo has to do to win the seed right now is he's gonna have to... He is going to have to rush Bomb of the Well and then rush Adult Dungeons. And if he does that, he's gonna beat the seed. And that's really all there is to it. Or at least he has a high chance of beating it, because he still has to find magic somewhere. I mean, he got Hookshot, he can get Shadow early. That's not a problem. I think he's just cleaning up the child checks. Oh, well, he cut that out of bounds. Rip. That sometimes happens if you are at the signposts. Kinda sucks when that happens. It looks like what MikeKatz is doing is he's gonna do the hover into Ganon's castle.
Probably do the light trial check since that's like 6 chests in there.
Oh yeah, definitely. So you can potentially get some...
logic items.
Yeah, definitely. So, free hookshot well, you can't get a free hookshot in Ganon's castle, but if water's a stone dungeon, you can.
Yeah.
It looks like finally, Dotzo is finally going to bomb the well. Maybe.
Hopefully, he'll make that call.
try and get those Scotulas.
I mean, he has silver gauntlets, he has hammer.
Gold gauntlets, actually.
Gold gauntlets, yeah, he has gold gauntlets, he has hammer, he has every go mode item except for magic. Please, for the love of God, stop torturing me. I mean, I understand you wanna go 100, go fast, go 100%. Don't 100% this seed, please. Come on, Dotzo. I know you better. Please, for the love of God, go for the well. You have bombs you can Hess here. I may or may not be switching favoritism. Am I funny?
So, question in the chat is, are you allowed to get the Ganon hint before the medallion?
As long as you don't beat the game, I'm pretty sure that's fine. Looks like... Okay, that's the BK for Ganon's castle. And it looks like, that looks like a major item, which is...
Maybe.
Bomb shoes. So more free bomb shoes. So getting these Ganon's castle checks out of the way early is pretty much a pretty good idea. Since they're pretty easy to get.
Mm-hmm.
So he's potentially, I think he's, I don't know what MikeKatz could be looking for, because it's impossible for him to find another hook shot inside Ganon.
Yeah, not with stone, with water being a medallion, yeah. Maybe he's hoping for the second magic.
Yeah, so what?
That or light arrows are the only two items you can get here.
You can get light arrows in Ganon's. Oh, by the way, that statue hover is differently as adult than it is child. I don't know how useful that is, though. Yeah, Dotzo is going for songs right now, and I don't really like that. I really like that he's doing that. Because he has immediate item progression.
He's hoping to get Requiem, and then it gets Hugo do all the dungeons.
He's getting Serenade, which helps for getting to water, but you can just Hess there.
Right.
Yeah.
But to get to desert, he would need at least Epona or the
tracker is
hookshot.
up. The tracker is up to date. The tracker is up to date right now, and they have not really entered any dungeons, which is incredibly surprising. I should have had. But yeah, it looks like MikeKatz is going for every... I think MikeKatz is getting dry items, so he's going for every check in Ganon's castle that's realistic. I think, honestly, he's not really going to benefit from anything in Ganon's. Aside from, like, heart pieces. Or tunics or something. Just trying to think. Like, what could MikeKatz be looking for in there? Because I haven't a clue.
I don't know.
I mean, he's finding bomb shoes in here, which is a decent benefit. Alright.
Dots is doing his
Yep, he's
well
going
check.
into the well finally, so it looks like if he plays his cards right, he's gonna go forest. Forest and beat every other dungeon. Because what he can do... I don't know how to explain it. What he can do for water is he can do a jump slash clip in. Or just use the hookshot and irons. MikeKatz is having a little bit of a hard time in Ganon's right now. But this does look like a major item. Light arrows, holy. Might find light arrows in Ganon's. Well, I guess that Ganon sense is useless.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, I said either Lidos or second magic.
Second magic is possible.
Yeah.
I just disagree going in there if like your item progression is elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if that makes any sense. I think Dotzo probably should have grabbed the mirror shield by now. Wait, MikeKatz shouldn't be finishing. I think he's actually... No. What is he doing?
He's doing the bomb chest? Boss key chest?
Maybe, yeah. Now that I think about it. Because he's right here and could be useful.
Yeah, get it out of the way. Well,
that's a little bit of a dinky chest. Going in reverse looks so weird.
no.
So he should have the mirror. So Mike should have the mirror shield by now. Dotzo. Dotzo should have the mirror shield by now.
He'll begin shortly.
Yeah. What? So MikeKatz is taking a long time to go through Ganon's right now. Like, I mean, I think he thinks he's behind, so he's taking a big risk by going into Ganon's. But I actually legitimately suggested hovering into Ganon's
Yeah, probably what, 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about it the other day, so maybe some runners actually thought of taking my advice. And it might not pay off. But it looks like MikeKatz has more item progression. Or, no, not MikeKatz, Dotzo. Dotzo has more song progression than MikeKatz right now. So I think Dotzo is going to be ahead if he goes through Mirror Shield.
Yeah.
But MikeKatz, it looks like he's just going to rush Force. If he doesn't have Hookshot. By the time he spends hovering into here, he's going to lose, like, Dotzo's going to get in there immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And MikeKatz was so close to the hook shot earlier. He just didn't go do the fairy check.
Yep. For the love of God, Dotzo, you better not miss the mirror shield. Okay. I've seen...
I would have died.
People do sometimes mess up their routes here. Yeah, okay, he's I think he's making smart decisions here.
Oh boy.
Why is he saving twice?
I mean, nothing else is down. He can bail.
But yeah, this seed I'd be spoiled with this seed right now. I'd be spoiled. Like, if I did this seed, I probably would have won. I hope. Maybe though. Wait. Alright, so Dotzo is apparently safe scumming bottom below. I think that's a smart decision, just in case he finds magic.
Yeah.
Because really, it'd be a bad idea to leave here if there's magic in here, and that would be your absolute final go mode item. So it'd be a pretty scary concept. Turok King has been found once again. And Turok King is an old OT runner. Gone dead. Shameless
Yeah, I'm
plug
not
for
familiar. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
I could be old. I could be old.
You could be.
That might be an option.
Nah.
Oh, so I'm not OG. I see how it is.
Yep. Exactly.
I see how it is.
Uh-huh.
The clear ranking in the OT community is determined by how old you are. So if I'm 60 years old, I'm the top player in the OT community.
Sounds about right.
I mean, I might be like, I don't know how to describe it. I might have an earthquake happen when I touch my controller, but I'm the best player because I'm the oldest.
Sounds logical to me.
I mean, on a more serious note, like being an older person known in the community, like, shouldn't equal, like, standing, I guess. Or maybe it should, I'm not sure. Because you have to be a good runner, I guess. I mean, being a good runner and being OG is a good combo.
Yeah, I would agree.
Being OG and you couldn't get sub 5 and No I'm Wrong warp is kind of.
Right. Okay, Lost. Yes, you're clearly one of the best if it's by age. Clearly how that works out. So that's going back to adult.
Yes,
And...
please. Please go adult. Hurry up, you wasted about a half hour in child.
So I would think he would probably go finish up Forest, probably my first bed.
Because he has Forest, he has Hookshot and Bow. So that's a double whammy. He has Hammer for Fire. Even if Scarecrow's is technically required for Fire BK, he could always do a Bomb Hover up there, which takes, I think it takes 11... I can't remember how many bombs it takes. I'm pretty sure it takes 11 chews from a certain area. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot the hover in Fire needs hover boots to be decent to do. I mean, I was doing that hot route, I think in a mid-2017 100% route. And it was quite interesting. I might actually consider learning that hover without bombs. Alright. So Dotzo got it first try.
Yep. Both fighting Phantom Ganon.
Oh, they're both fighting. Nice. to getting ISG and just finishing up the fight. Alright. That's ISG 1 cycle, which you should get.
Very good. Again, holding nothing.
So,
Just some-
MikeKatz may or may not attempt to go look for progression. So, I heavily recommend going directly to fire as soon as possible. Because you can take a risk and go for the Forest Battalion song. Alright, why you... Alright.
Guess he's gonna hit water?
Yeah, hitting water is fine, that's not an issue. He's doing the jump slash clip. Nice. Saves a little bit of time.
There's Nocturne.
Oh, there's Vanilla Nocturne, that's sort of useful. But no dins, no hovers, no magic, so you're gonna have to definitely clip in. Alright, so, one thing you have to do is, if you don't have hover boots for, the skip here, you have to do side flip hovers in water. Do you know what side flip hovers are?
No.
Well, uh-oh. You fell.
Not that.
Well, no, that is not a side flip hover. That is, according to my knowledge, that is a normal backflip. But these are side flip hovers. They are a little difficult, but you'll eventually come around to eventually learning them. Because if you can get these on buffered, it feels really good. But if you fail this, you're down choose and time. So.
Alright.
I think he might have a bad angle here. Really. Might not be good. Alright, he got it. And now he's gonna have to do the BK skip without hovers.
How much more difficult is it without hovers?
Well, there's a few strats you can do, but I think he's just gonna do the ground clip method, which is actually very recent.
Oh.
Yeah, the ground clip method is extremely recent, so it's pretty easy too. Yeah, this is the ground clip method. So he presses sword when the bomb explodes, and he clips through. Also, might add the Morphify is a little bit difficult without hookshot. I just thought I'd mention that.
I can imagine why.
It is possible without hookshot, but it's a tad difficult. Because since you can't take Morpha out to hookshot her, you're going to have to stand in the middle of platforms and spin attack and hope you hit her. Oh, looks like MikeKatz found magic. That's
Alright.
bad for Dotzo. So that's why I said you could always find something important in this area.
Yep.
So it definitely is scary. Well, I know it's not that.
What?
Hookshot was in the Hyrule Castle fairy check.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like Dotzo has beaten.
Yep.
Has managed to beat that. Also, Dotzo may want to consider doing hover bootless. May want to consider maybe doing hover bootless Shadow BK skip.
Yep.
Does MikeKatz not learn the, I don't think MikeKatz has learned the new strat. Actually, no, I think they're both going to Spirit. So, Dotzo is gonna find magic anyway. So I think this is actually a smart routing decision, depending on where he goes right now. Hello. You sound like you were breathing in. You're huffing and puffing.
Cat got in the mic.
Well, can't you tell your cat to not do that? I mean, it's pretty simple. Just use telepathy with your cat. It's easy. Just tell him not to do that.
I would do my best.
Alright. Can't. MikeKatz is shouldn't. Mike, you can Wasteland Hest, dude. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Mike, you can. You know you can Wasteland Hest through here. It's not accessible.
I have yet to learn lensless wasteland.
Well, if you have not learned Lensless Wasteland, may I point you into the direction to learn Lensless Wasteland as soon as possible. Because if you have not learned Lensless Wasteland, I see no reason not to learn Lensless Wasteland, because it usually takes all of 10 minutes to learn, and I'm incredibly surprised that nobody has ever learned it.
Yeah, that and just reverse. I just need to sit down and learn it.
Reverse is legitimately difficult, yeah. I can definitely... Reverse is really hard. Forward Wasteland, it's very simple, let's just say. Reverse, you have to go in reverse, and the visual cues are very different.
Reversed.
Reverse is easier. Well, that's up. Well, that's. Well, if you say so, JFM. I just find reverse to be more difficult. Probably just because I'm used to forward wasteland. So it looks like Dotzo is in fact going to Spirit now, which is inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Although I'm going to be personally upset if he does not grab the magic. Oh, come on. So I'm pretty sure Dotzo does know Wasteland Hess. Although since he is on VC, I'm not sure if he's going to use it. Oh yeah. This trick.
Alright, well, my cats have been invalidated.
What did he... I was watching Dotzo, what did he get?
My cat's got his validation ruby from the
Oh my god.
fairy in the desert.
Adapterless. Every time I use VC, I should put adapterless in the video to make sure you can do it without an adapter for every strat video. If I ever use VC again. I just put no. I can just put every strat video put out this VC exclusive. I can just put an adapter list to make sure people without an adapter can do it.
And Requiem was vanilla.
Oh yeah. Also, Dotzo does know the gate skip, the ground club gate skip, so that's really good. So, hover bootless tricks are actually legitimately difficult. If it wasn't apparent. And basically how that works is the exact same as water PK skip. Minus the third bomb.
Okay.
Dotzo. Please, Hess. Come on, guys, you're better than this. This is not a casual rando. This is a race.
Sadly, I don't think they can hear you.
I could always type in their chat. And say, I could always say, go faster. You suck.
I mean, you could.
I mean...
No one can actually stop you.
I mean, if I give spoilers in the race, that might be bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah, so, I mean... Yeah, there is some tricks I have to learn. So what you could do is...
Bless you.
Thank you. You could climb up Spirit BK.
Mm-hmm.
Or, no, I'm saying that wrong. I'm feeling really tired right now, but basically what you can do is you can climb up the statue. Oh no, MikeKatz. He has no hook shot.
No, he does not.
So I may or may not have to spirit hover.
Alright, both runs have been validated.
Alright.
They can finish this race whenever they want to.
And there's a key. I mean, you can get through. So in the logic, ZL is definitely required. Like, in quite a few places, so... Oh my goodness. I can't wait for Glitch Logic to release. No idea. Random race, but the racers can hear the commentators. I wouldn't mind. I mean, they can hear how much I love. They can hear how much I love their gameplay. Like how good the gameplay.
Like thereof.
Well, I think they're doing alright for the amount of practice they've done. But
Yeah.
I think there's been quite a few mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Some opportunities.
Yeah, missed opportunities. Yeah, speaking of which, I have to practice this too. Because I'm going to be memed on pretty hard if I don't.
You don't want that to happen.
No, nobody wants that to happen.
No, no, of course not.
I'm going to be surprised if Dotzo doesn't do statue climb. Because it is doable immediately. Pretty sure. Because they pretty sure Dotzo has the DK right now, so unless I missed something.
How's the what?
Actually, I'm not sure if Dotzo even grabbed the DK. I think about it.
I don't think he did yet.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to ground clip hover in.
Don't worry, Glitchy. Apparently, Juku's definitely gonna make sure they'll meme you when you play.
Why are you gonna meme me? That doesn't sound good. Please spare me so I make it past round 2. Actually, make it so I make it past round 5. Just lose the race for me, okay? I mean, I need that world. I need that fame. I need to be world famous. No, I'm wrong, or randomizer star.
Right. Go on tour and everything, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm going to tour in everybody's Twitch chat saying how beautiful Dampe is. As my...
Can't wait. Glitchy Tour 2019.
Well... But yeah, Dotzo's doing statue climb. I actually have to learn that. But it's very iffy if you fail it. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. I got that race on Monday. I got my No I'm Wrong or Brando race, and I have probably like a day to practice. But so far, MikeKatz is going further in spirit because he's pretty low on items right now. But Dotzo is basically in go mode right now, minus light arrows.
Yep. Which is in Ganon's castle.
Yep.
The only difference is that hook shot.
Oh yeah, you do need hookshot for statue climb. I forgot about that. So hookshot is actually important for a few skips. Or he can just always, you can always just make it flip. That always works too.
Yeah. Iron Knuckles. Cannot hit with that axe.
I don't even know how to do statue climb without a hookshot, so it's scary. Yeah, I need to learn hookshotless statue climb. Yeah, I should do low percent all dungeons to prepare for this, but that's not even gonna save me. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how MikeKatz plays. Because that's actually legitimately scary, like not having hook. I mean, you could always crazy dance. I'm not sure if crazy dance in spirit works as adult.
What's crazy dance?
Crazy dance is where you slide from child side to adult side of spirit using the statue. And then I'm pretty sure you land on the hand so you can just jump to adult side as child.
Hookshot was in the Hyrule Castle Great Fairy.
Feels bad. So
Still-
what Dotzo has left is he has Fire and Shadow left, and Shadow should be very straightforward without hovers. Just a little... That could potentially be a run killer, though. If you're not careful. Howie... So he's definitely just gonna try and finish up Fire.
Yeah.
Wait, why is he going back in? Okay, never mind. I'm just thinking, oh no, why is he going back into Fire?
That would be something.
Yep. Yeah, there is hoverless boat skip. Yeah, I think you do need a ferry for it, though. I'm not sure about the ground clip boat skip. Also, Asger, you can't get Magic Jar ISG because you don't get the notification for picking up the Magic Jar. So it's a little bit limited.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you don't get any I'm pretty sure you don't get refill animations. So magic, bombs in the grass, Deku seeds, which you would normally get refills.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this scene is a godsend. But I don't actually know most of the tricks Dotzo's doing, because my main category is 100%, and a lot of the time it doesn't do these low percent strats.
So that's probably your biggest challenge, is learning the low percent strats?
I'd say, yeah. Learning some miscellaneous low percent strats. So, relearning Gerudo Mega Flip, relearning proper hookshot extension, and working out the kinks, and just going fast in dungeons.
Okay.
Well, Asder, maybe a proper solution would be, never mind. I'm gonna say something stupid.
That's surprising.
Not much was found. Our race? Okay. Our race. Wait, are we gonna be in... Well, I mean, we could eventually race, yeah. I don't think... Am I in your group? I can't remember. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to race you.
Oh,
Might be.
there's long shot.
Uh, the long shot was in fire. Oh man. That's really rough for MikeKatz. He just chose the wrong checks to go for it. And missed the
Yeah.
one important hookshot check.
Yeah.
So what's Mike gonna do now? He can't really go very far.
I guess he's doing those last bit of checks that you can make. So what would MikeKatz have to do to come back in?
It's Rob, to tell you the truth, Dotzo has more dungeon progression. The only way that Mike could come back is if Dotzo searches the entire land of Hyrule before entering Ganon's, or messes up shadow tricks. All in all, I think Dotzo has his bag right now, because he has, I think, 2 dungeons, almost 2 dungeons. Or, yeah, 2.5 dungeons over Mike right now.
Yeah, he has water and pretty much he's finished spirit.
Alright, there's Dense Fire.
Yep.
Not really useful anymore, but I mean, he has Nocturne, so he doesn't have to take time to enter Shadow, which is convenient.
He can logically intercept Shadow now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I can't see a Dotzo once he's getting done not brushing for the light Eris hint.
Yeah, I think we do have experienced racers playing, so I think the intelligible thing is to not do things that are stupid.
Agreed.
Yep. Also, Mike could really use Thrower's Wind, since he has no hook shot. He keeps going one frame late. Uh-oh.
Off angled.
So what the smart thing he could do is he can't weird shot. Never mind. No hook shot. He could always
Kinda missing something in there.
Well, I mean, what he could always do is he could always oh man, no, this was not read well for Mike. This was the stuff in Spirit was probably the last he should have done. Like, pulling the platform down was probably the last thing he should have done. Because now he has to now he has to go all the way back up. So I don't think he's doing a cool hookshotless statue climb. Hey, this Dotzo is still getting the skull plus using go mode. Or, no, never mind.
He's still looking for I think the boss key.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot skulls were required. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Adds a few more checks to the game.
MikeKatz is trying to figure out how he's gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. He could mega flip on top of the statue head. I think he has to do a little bit of a strat here. Yeah, a little sketchy. I think he has to jump slash in. Nope, he has to use a bomb chew to get in. So I don't think MikeKatz actually knows statue climb. I think that's... Uh-oh. He went 2 frames.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
yeah, he fell. He almost made it in, but he went a frame late. I'm pretty sure he advanced 2 frames instead of 1.
Oh, that's.
I think he's leaving so he finds hookshot.
Yeah.
Alright, that's unfortunate.
Well, if he goes back to fire, he'll find his hook shot.
Oh, Jack, the problem is if you're you can't use the controller in one hand, look up things on YouTube in the other, and still keep focus. Sometimes it's a tad difficult. Especially when you're trying to look up strats on the fly and losing time while looking them up. That's the worst. I don't want to do that in my render races. I don't want to have to look up strats on the fly and then fail them.
Yeah.
For the love of God, dotzo, can you please do the ledge clip BK? I think he was waiting for the keys. If Darunia was loaded, you could do a different type of BK skip from the first floor. And if you had Goron Tunic, you could do that as well. You wouldn't have to go through fire at all.
Really? So what's the skip if you had the tunic or the Darunia?
So basically, you do a hook shot jump. You hook shot the you know the target in Darunia's room? Do you know about the target in Darunia's room, like by the pot that bombs with berries? If you hookshot that on the same frame that you talk to Darunia, you shoot up to the top floor. The same floor that dotzo was in, and you can ledge clip in.
Oh, okay.
Although if you do have the tunic, what you could do is you can ledge clip out of bounds and do a bomb hover OD into the boss room. You have to ledge clip right below the Darunia's normal platform and bomb hover.
And how difficult are they as a trick?
Pretty difficult if you don't know.
Okay. I would say that's a pretty good dragon fight.
But Pasvavage is easy. Why would it not be easy? It is easy to do. Anybody who thinks it's hard hates easy tricks. Can confirm.
I know it takes me about still. I think I got down to 2 cycles for Vavagia, maybe still 3.
I have wholesome advice for anybody who's having trouble with Vavagia. Get good.
Wonderful advice. Wonderful.
Yep, I mean it does help. I mean, if you practice it, you do get good. That's why I say get good.
It's inspirational.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think for me, it's just getting the hitting him with the arrows, getting that down.
You don't hit him with the arrows, though. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to bomb. You're supposed to bomb the holy You're supposed to bomb the first hole. You're not supposed to hit him.
Oh, really?
No.
Well then.
No.
See, not a professional person. I just don't know crap.
Well, that's fair. It's okay to not know things. But not knowing things eventually makes you get good. So...
Yeah. And this way we have you guys around to teach us lesser plebes to do the right thing to do.
I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm not helping when I say get good. But if I say get often enough, I think people eventually get good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not knowing things makes you get good, yeah. Absolutely. Oh, by the way, I don't know, Dotzo is probably entering Shadow and finishing up, then entering Gans right after. MikeKatz is still having a little bit of trouble with the hover.
Yeah. Mike is gonna hit himself if he gets the fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hook shot.
Yeah, I would have definitely, honestly, went fire first as opposed to going spirit. I think that would have been the smart decision. Every single betting... No, he fell.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not good.
Still got it though.
Okay, now I feel bad for saying get good. That's kind of hard. That's a legitimately difficult hover. And when I normally say get good. Alright. Okay, I think he's going to fire. He doesn't really have much of a choice. I think he's definitely thinking right now he's lost.
Yeah.
Because of how much time he's lost and how many checks he's missed.
Yeah.
Especially
spending that much time in Spirit.
Definitely. Practice is good. That's how you get good. You always have to be encouraging people. If you're not encouraging, they might eventually get better, but it might be difficult.
Yeah. Or maybe just stop playing. Yep.
Wait. No, telling people to get good constantly will never make them stop playing. They'll just keep getting good, just like you tell them to.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Maybe I think if you push them too hard, they won't ever get good, and they will stay not good.
As long as you're encouraging.
Yeah. Even excessive. Alright, I think Dotzo isn't doing hover bootless. I think he's just going through Shadow and playing ZL.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure... hover boot this is kind of hard. Well, if you like being bad, then that's okay. I can't. That's your own decision. You're an independent person. I can't tell you otherwise. If you want to be bad, then go ahead. I can't encourage you to get good.
Can't tell me how to live my life.
Yeah. Basically, for Mike to win this, Dotzo has to probably void at the end of Shadow 30 times in a row.
Or have a major crash.
Yeah, a VC crash. That wouldn't be really fair, honestly.
No, it wouldn't.
Although people can't fake VC crashes. And just freeze the screen and play the VC sound on a separate window of your computer. Oh no, I VC crashed. Can we get a rematch?
Yeah. But nobody would ever do something like that in our community.
Nobody. Absolutely nobody would ever attempt that.
Nope.
Nobody.
Absolutely not.
Nope. Nobody.
Yep.
Alright, well I guess...
Moving on.
Absolutely. Oh boy. Glitchless damage boosts. I wish I was able to do those in 2014. Oh boy. Yeah, I think Dotzo has it in the bag right now.
He might be a little bit of ahead.
Yeah, just eyeball and go.
Yeah.
He's most likely looking for light arrows in case he's passing by them.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, there's a silk shot, and I'm sure Mike is not happy.
Here it is. I mean, it is easy to frame per, just pause it. Or wait. Never mind, it is hard to fake. I mean, you could... For some reason, something in my brain said this race would be 1 hour 15 minutes to commentate. I thought, you know what? Okay, this is an hour 15 minutes. I can get enough sleep for tomorrow's race. Yeah,
Not quite.
Not quite. That's how I do glitchless damage boosts. Which are pretty old, I might add. Why is he... This is a weird... Where's this a weird BK skip setup?
Something new, I don't know.
Well...
It worked.
That's one word for it. One cycle, please. No, no one cycle.
So probably only like what, 1 or 2 more hits. No. What, the 4 hits?
Yeah. Literally worst rando player ever. Doesn't even one cycle bongo.
Might as well just quit the race right now.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, I'm not. By the way, for all the memeing I'm doing, I'm not trying to come off as toxic. I'm just memeing. Like, I think saying get good is like, I think it's a commentary thing I'm running with. I'm not actually trying to be mean.
Yeah. I can't imagine people saying get good and actually being serious and in a bad way. I think most times if anybody says get good, they'll usually be in a joking manner.
Yeah, get good. It's easy. You know what? Just get a 112 and know I am wrong, Erp. It's easy. How about trying to be nice? I am trying to be nice. I'm trying to make amusing commentary at the same time trying to be nice. I'm saying I'm trying not to come off as toxic, and if I am, I'm sorry.
I'm not familiar with the word nice. I'm not familiar with it at all.
So, probably harder. I don't know if you're serious or not, but I'm doing my best to be nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you're not serious. Okay. I'm pretty sure not a single person in the chat would actually consider my verbal diarrhea to be toxic. Although, if I mean, it might be toxic if I did actually...
If any of us were toxic, we would not be commentating.
Yeah, definitely. I'd have to go to the hospital.
Mm.
Definitely. I'd be posting on Twitter if I was toxic. Oops. Pretend I've never said that.
Said what?
Nothing.
All right.
I don't know what I said.
All right then.
Toxic streamer. Literally banning the main speed gaming channel for being toxic. Chuck, that's irony. I ironically love damping. Although, if you're not careful, irony does turn into unironic, so you gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, I've seen that happen before.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Alright. That's actually doing the trial checks before heading straight to Ganon.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a smart idea. But no, I can confirm I am not infatuated with Dampé in any way, shape, or form. I just like spewing garbage about Dampé because I ran 100% for a long time. But on the subject of the race, MikeKatz still has a very large amount of things he has to do, and Dotzo is in Ganon's with all medallions.
Yep.
So I think he's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So yeah, BK is required, so it is actually worth to try and dip Ganon's trials. It literally is worth it, man. Lost, what do you know? That's ironic too. I swear.
Oh, Lost.
So lost.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I should probably stop talking so it gives less opportunities for people to make fun of me.
But where's the fun in that?
You're right. I should talk more.
Exactly. There you go.
Yep. That's the solution.
That's the logical explanation.
Garfield X Dampé. I could probably draw that, but it'd probably be pretty horrific.
I ship it.
I am not bullying the runners. At least I don't think I am. Or at least I'm not
He would also, the runners would also have to hear the comments for it to be bullying.
Exactly, that's exactly how it works.
Yep.
Light arrows is in the first chest in Shadow Trial.
Drop in that checkpoint.
Yes. Alright, so I have done it where I equipped Fora's Wind, saved, and didn't save after setting Fora's Wind.
Oh no. Yep. So now Dotson's gonna be checking the trials.
Some game commentary.
MikeKatz just finished Spirit.
Yeah, absolutely. MikeKatz just finished Spirit. Dotzo is cleaning up.
Ganon's castle.
I think at the end of the race, commentary really slips.
Yeah,
and just default. I think it devolves into in-jokes, waiting for the other person to finish because there's not really too much event stuff.
Usually at this point, there's everybody's following each other up, so there's no new checks going on.
Yeah, definitely.
What on earth happened here? Well, we got two runners, some glitches, and some Zelda going on.
Absolutely. Alright, so he finally found the light arrows.
Alright.
Now he can full clear the game unless he dies again 50 times. He just has to lose like an hour and maybe MikeKatz can catch up.
Let me catch up, yeah. Yeah, MikeKatz did well, and then he just missed the hookshot checks, and that put him way behind.
So far, looks like... So all we have to hope for is Mike still has a chance of winning. He just has to lose an hour on Ganondorf. That's all.
Yep.
He has to somehow miraculously die to Ganondorf probably 60 times. And maybe Mike has a chance. Actually, probably just 30 times, because Mike isn't actually that behind anymore.
Yeah. It's possible. May not be a very high chance, but anything's possible.
I've never seen anybody die to Ganondorf 30 times in a row.
Like it's almost extremely unlikely. I'm saying it is possible.
Even from a casual standpoint, it's really unlikely.
No. I don't know. I had a friend who had such a hard time beating Ganondorf, but that was on the 3DS version.
Didn't even. What console did you talk about? I heard a blank space whenever you said the console name.
Oh, my friend, when she was playing this game on 3DS, she had such a hard time with Ganondorf.
What console was that? What console was that? I couldn't hear it. I don't remember. I don't even remember. It just erased from my memory. I can't remember what console was that. Like
that one console that apparently he never played.
I don't know. I think is there another version of Ocarina of Time I never heard of? I don't think I've heard of it.
Master Quest, there it is.
Okay. Okay, let's just leave it at Master Quest. I don't think I tried running Ground Breaks at 3D before, but I didn't really like the movement too much.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So when do you think we're going to start adding Master Quest levels to the tournament?
very unlikely. By the way, Squid, if that's how you play, then I have a really valid suggestion.
Alright.
Get good.
Again, such solid advice.
Absolutely. So it looks like MikeKatz is coming close to the end of Shadow, and Dotzo is on Ganon, so feels good.
Yep.
And you land the final hit at the end, and MikeKatz can still win. all Dotzo has to do is crash 3 times in a row before he hits Ganon, and then he can
Or
win.
just keep missing.
Yep. For about an hour. Yeah. Just miraculously get have an earthquake by his house and have he's already lost.
Alright. There we are. That's red loss, extremely specific.
Well, I mean, of course it's good advice. Telling somebody to get good is very standard. It's understandable. It's very it's very easy to do. Like, I don't know about anybody else, just doesn't get good. Like just play the game and get good. It's not even hard.
That requires time and effort.
Well, you know, just become Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and just stop time. It's easy. Just stop.
Just that
time.
easy.
Yep, it's just easy. Just stop time, so you can get good in OT. Absolutely, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get right on that.
Yep, that is what you need to do. That is how you get good. Is you stop time and you get good.
Just to play Zelda Rando.
Well, yeah, maybe. By the way, I appreciate everybody watching the Speed Gaming channel for enjoying this miraculous tourney we have here.
And thank you to the
Commentators.
the commentators and the trackers.
I'm gonna see if they. I'm not sure how Speed Gaming does. Speed Gaming do interviews?
Good question.
I don't even know if Speed Gaming does interviews.
Huh? That's to say, you got an invite. Answers that question.
I see Dotzo in here.
Hello.
Hello, Dotzo.
Hello, GG.
Thank you.
Good job on winning.
Thank you.
So how'd you feel about the seed?
I have no clue. I don't know where anything logically was. I just got stuff and then did things and then I beat Ganon. I don't know. It's like a blur.
I got things, I did things. That's how I did them.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I mean, that's accurate, so I mean, I have no complaints. So, I mean, I'm gonna ask a few questions. So, what's your highest point of seed? What's your highest point of seed? Like, where did you feel like you were really far ahead? Like, where you got a lot of items? Where was that?
Near the end, actually. Kind of like right before I started to do the dungeon rush, because I was about to go back to ice, and then I was looking through my inventory and what dungeons I had to do, and I'm just like, I could just finish all the dungeons. So I just did that. And then I randomly got Furor's Wind, which was really helpful. And I was hoping to find light arrows along the way, but I knew I wasn't going to be opening many chests. So it was basically just luck at that point.
Yes. So since we got that out of the way, what's the point in the race where you thought, "Oh shit, I'm behind now"? Like, where do you feel that happened?
Ice. Like when I originally went to Ice Cavern, I'm like, this was a dumb idea. And then I started doing like, a lot of overworld stuff for some reason, and I don't know why.
Yeah, basically, when I saw you saw the bottom of the well way of the hero, right?
Yeah, I did.
So what I saw you doing was I saw you doing a lot of overworld checks, and I was kind of yelling at you in commentary, please go to the well for that mirror shield.
Yeah.
Because you can go mode from that point.
Yeah, I was circling around to go get it. So I was routing in a lot of overworld stuff on the way. But looking back on what I had, I knew that whatever was in there was something I needed. But also at the same time, I know we're playing on glitchless logic, which means Way of the Hero could have been, long shot, like a Goron tunic, like weird stuff.
I mean, that's definitely, but Goron tunic and Zora tunic shouldn't future requirements is on, so the only time Zora tunic is ever going to be required is if a key in logic is required in water.
Right.
And it's always a good idea to go for Way of the Hero hints if they're fast to do and there's a lot of checks around it. And the ZL check was definitely a gamble, but I definitely would have went for it since Java was fast to clear.
Mm-hmm.
But basically what happens is that Mike went for the well and he skipped the first hookshot you got.
Mm.
And or not everything, but he did a lot of stuff in adult. He got stuck in spirit and had to he gave up doing the hover in spirit without hookshot. He had to come back.
Yeah.
And I think he was stuck in spirit for like a solid 30 minutes.
Yeah, I would say about 30 minutes he was in spirit.
Yeah, definitely.
So how do you feel your executions were with some of your tricks?
I thought my execution was great. It felt really good, like all the way through. Some Hesses and stuff, but that's normal.
Yeah, definitely. But I just generally saw what I saw in the seed was. Did you practice at all beforehand?
No.
Did you do any solo seeds at all?
Not of this.
All right, so that's why I saw a little bit of inconsistency there.
Yeah.
That's why because I was noticing, with due respect, some questionable decisions.
I mean, my decisions are always questionable, so.
Well, I mean, that's always, and that's generally what I noticed is just it looked like you hadn't practiced, so I'd heavily advise. Well, for the meme, I'd say get good, but as another solution, it's to do a few practice seeds before your next match.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's really what I saw. Is I think you routed it decently well, except for doing extra overworld stuff instead of going straight for the well, since the well has a pretty high chance of giving you something good, especially with ZL.
Yeah.
Stop with the get good. Well, shouldn't I? Well, does that? So if you're saying stop with the get, does that mean you're not good? So should I tell you to get good too? Probably not.
Oh my god.
That would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
But everybody who is not good should get good. That is the way of going.
Ladies and gentlemen, Digimon.
Yeah.
Best advice 2019.
It's like an inspirational poster.
Yeah.
If
You're
you're
not good.
Get good.
That is that's how to win tourneys, just get good.
Mm-hmm.
But Dotzo, do you have anything you want to tell us aside from getting good?
Practice your really obscure stuff so that on the off chance you have to do spirit without strength, you're good.
Yeah, but yeah, I was actually worried about that. Is that one of you guys was gonna have to do Strengthless Spirit?
That was one of the things I practiced.
Yeah, I got sent the video and I favorited it. It was. I'm glad I think didn't you sent me that, right?
Probably.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you. Helped me get good. All right, that running gag's getting old.
Yeah.
So, Dots, what do you think was probably the hardest trick you had to do during the seed?
I don't think there was anything all that hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. The hover into forest I was slightly worried about, just because I haven't done that in a long time, and I didn't remember if it was like something you had to do with a little ledge.
Gotcha. So I see you tried. You try to do Phantom Ganon with the boomerang.
Yeah. Okay. So I hovered into forest. I'm like, okay, I can get something, and then I was like, okay, I can beat Phantom Ganon. I was on my way out, and I couldn't remember if the boomerang worked or not, because I know it works on second phase, but it does not work on the first phase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know, I might as well try.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Yeah,
now I won't forget.
Yeah, definitely. But I think both of you played pretty well. It's just that both of you guys definitely should have done like, to be completely honest, I think both of you should have done at least one practice seed beforehand, in addition to like practicing tricks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's my only piece of advice for the next race. That's that's all I can really say at this point.
Yeah. I was looking over the settings beforehand just to try to internalize like how the logic works, because I'm so used to accessible that like, oh, there's a lens here, so I needed to go do this stuff. Or that's not true now. Like, there's a lot of different things.
Right. Because yeah, I know Glitchy made a comment about not hissing for the wasteland.
I knew you would.
This is not this is not accessible.
I was in the wasteland. I'm like, I know Glitchy say something. I've been hessing everywhere else. It's like the wasteland. Nope.
Oh yeah, I was giving both of you shit for not doing full wasteland tests.
I will never do full wasteland tests.
Why not?
It's just not worth it. It only saves like 45 seconds over just like rolling well.
Are you sure that's the? Okay.
I think Glitchy disagrees to that.
I mean, but it looks cool and it's easy.
It's okay. It's not that easy. Oh, it probably is easy. I don't know.
But well, maybe it might be harder on VC without an adapter. But the main point is,
stop cheating.
It's easy
and get good.
I didn't actually know how much it saved, by the way.
I think 45 is the first half. It's probably like a minute for the whole thing.
Oh wait, the first half is 45. Oh.
It's something like that. I don't know. I don't pay attention to stuff I don't do.
I'm pretty sure. 45 for first half sounded a little bit low.
Yeah.
But if it saves, I'm pretty sure the second wasteland saves about 25 seconds. So that'd be like 1:10. So if you're not doing wasteland Hess, you're losing about a minute. So the solution ultimately would be to, well, how do I put it?
Get less bad.
Well, yeah, that works too.
Practice.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, practicing is always a good thing. Like, I mean, I'm definitely gonna do full Wasteland Heston Journey if I have to go down there.
Okay.
That's definitely fair, but I think Mike is almost finished, so we're probably gonna grab him in here for an interview.
Right.
So do you have anything you guys want to add?
Does does chat have any questions for Dots?
Do I have any questions? Actually, yeah, I do have a question.
Uh-oh.
Do you think you'll get good by the next match?
I'm already good, so yes.
Lost my goat. Get less bad.
Astor, is that a pun?
I don't understand.
That sounds like a pun I'm not understanding.
Oh, how did you connect the dots
dotzo.
so well?
Okay.
And on that note,
is connect the dots. That's definitely a. I don't think I'd like to say the name tier, but let's just say it ends Astor tier pun. Because I know what his puns are like, and they're pretty much the same level as that. So.
Oh man,
They're terrible, but they make you laugh.
That's true. All that really matters, I would think.
I hope people don't stop telling me to get good when I'm already good. It's going to infuriate me. Because they're testing my skill. But realistically, does anybody running OT have any skill? They're just repeating the same actions over and over until they get good. So, do they actually have any skill, or is it just a learned trait? Find out next time on Game Theory.
Ask the bingo players.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all about skill for playing bingo.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, everybody is trying to get good, and I'm the leader of the pack. I'm giving everybody encouragement to get good. I mean, I'm the stepping stone of OT speedrunning. I'm telling everybody to get good, and somehow we'll somehow get people at least one place up the leaderboards by me telling them to get good. Even if somebody's 164th and know I'm wrong with leaderboards, if they get 163rd, my job is done.
All thanks to Glitchamon.
Yep.
I think I might be down that far.
Alright, GG, Mike. I'm gonna...
Alright. GG, Mike.
Who is it?
Let's see.
164th?
Lost.
Well,
I mean, you're not riding there, Lost.
I'm asking Mike for an interview right now.
Yeah. Let's see.
The Know I'm Wrong or vanilla leaderboards, that's what we're talking about.
Mike?
Mike?
Nope. Join us for a brief second.
Yeah, just give us a little bit of time. I think that might be important. Terra is 164. I guess I chose a bad number. Exposing people.
Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh. Mike might be having a hard time joining right now.
I think I'm good now. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hey, GG,
Hello.
Mike.
Yeah, thanks.
Hi. So, first off, how'd you feel about that race?
Well, it was really weird. I didn't know what I was doing the whole time.
Well, I mean, wouldn't it be more important to practice beforehand so you knew what you were doing?
Yeah, I guess. But there's so much rando happening that you barely have time to practice.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable. I have to practice too. I haven't done any yet. I haven't done any actual trick or routing practice for random seeds.
Yeah, I felt really rusty at the tricks, and then like the whole process of routing stuff with this rule set was, I don't know, I felt like I didn't know what I was doing the whole time.
By the way, do you want to know where your first hook shot was?
If I had to guess, I would say Deku Tree, Skulltula.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't know.
It was the Hyrule Castle Fairy.
Rip. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy check to miss if you were just going straight adult.
Yeah, I feel like even without hookshot, I was doing well until I couldn't get to Navaruru in the Spirit Temple without the. I knew it was going to be. I didn't know like a strat to get there because you can't just hover because the statue has like this stupid seams that don't let you move once you are over them in the air. So, but I decided to try anyways, but I couldn't do it.
Well, I mean, you tried.
Yeah.
But where do you feel like you were ahead in this seed? Do you feel at any point you were ahead?
It's difficult to tell, but I don't know. I can't tell. Did dotzo get the hookshot from the fairy?
Yes, he did. He got that, and what he did was he hovered into forest. First, then second trip forest, he used hookshot, and then he did BK skip.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that it was still pretty close, even with me not having the hookshot for a long time.
Your biggest mistake was skipping that one hookshot. I think you probably would have won if you got it.
Yeah.
Because that definitely set you back a lot.
Yeah, it's difficult to like to just do everything because there were a lot of other things that I skipped that didn't actually matter. So that's rando for you, right there.
Yeah. That's true, all right.
That's definitely true, and it's a randomizer, so things are random. What's so funny? I said it's a randomizer, so things are random. I'm stating the obvious.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah, you got new cables for your capture card, right?
No. Well, it's a long story, but I'm playing on EverDrive right now. The black and white stuff is when I play on PC.
Oh, okay.
So some supernatural force is finally causing you to switch to the good console, right?
Yeah, well, I feel really bad for playing on PC for the other tournament. I'm a 964 purist, So I try to always play on N64, but for accessible, it's a lot of free time save to just use BC because of the lag, and there are no tricks basically, so it's not so hard to switch to BC. But for this, I will never play on BC for this because you're doing tricks and all.
How much time on average did VC save for Rando? Like, how much time does it normally save? I'm curious.
I don't know exactly, but I would say in the span of 3 hours, maybe about like something in between 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say so.
5 to 10 minutes. Oh boy, that's why I'm losing to Marco. I'm on N60. I think I'm not even sure who's on N64 or VC or not. But if I'm actually losing, no, that's way too high of an amount of lag.
Yeah, and even emulator, it's still quite faster than N64. Even the emulator, people are getting some time save there.
Yeah, but if it was 5 to 10 minutes, then that's definitely. I think it'd be at least 3 minutes in lag. That'd probably make more sense because no cutscenes.
Oh, the cutscenes. Yeah.
Yeah, so no.
Yeah, it's probably less than. It's probably less than 5 minutes if we consider the cutscene thing.
The laggiest parts of the game I found is Bob in the Well, main room, some parts in Shadow, and some parts in Spirit, but for the most part, and DC and main room in DC, really laggy. But so far, I think. But how do you feel relieved that you? I'm gonna ask a strange question, but do you feel relieved you got booted at all? Like, do you feel like since you don't have to like practice anymore?
Well, I still could practice for the other 2 matches. I mean, it's not like.
I don't even know how the other matches work.
Oh, it's groups. It's groups. So basically, you have to match up against 3 persons, no matter what, 3 or 4, depending on how many persons are in your group. In this group, I think there's only 4 persons, so I still have 2 matches to go, and I can still qualify for the next round if I win them both.
Okay.
Oops. I still don't understand how the group setting, because I've never been in a tournament, so my bad for my clear misunderstandings.
Yeah, the whole point of a group system is that everyone gets to play more than 1 match, no matter what, basically.
All right. So, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Not really. I just want to say that was actually pretty fun, like to do something outside accessible for a change. And yeah, that's about it.
That's fair. Well, thanks again for allowing your match to be restreamed by Speed Gaming 1. Remember to like, comment, subscribe to Speed Gaming 1 to 5.
I don't think they can like. This is a YouTube channel now.
RIP.
Speed Gaming 5, 10, 20, and remember to I can't help make shitty jokes. But thanks again for your run. I really appreciate you coming on commentary, and we hope to see you for the next few matches, and hopefully you pull through and win your other few.
Yeah.
Or just not get the hook shot for all two other two. That works too.
That's another option. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a good one, but.
So thanks, Mike. Thanks, Dots, for the good race. It was fun. I haven't really seen glitches before, so it was very interesting to watch. And Glitchy was very helpful in explaining a lot of the stuff you guys were doing.
I was very helpful towards the end too.
So helpful. And again, thanks to the trackers as well for doing a good job.
thanks again. I think this will conclude the interview unless some unknown rule by Speed Gaming is telling me to stay all night. No, I think we're good.
Yep, I think we're good.
I think we're good. I think we are permitted to. I think we're permitted to log off. I think that might be an option. All right. I think the restream is still at. I don't know when to go to, but I think we can just go. So, I'm going to head out. Thanks again for commentary. If nobody goes within 5 seconds, I'm kicking everyone.
God.
Yeah, see you guys. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
No
Thanks,
problem.
everybody.
Thanks again for tracking and everything.